Hello, everybody, and welcome to a different kind of video than what I normally do. Normally, I do like epic or trash. Sometimes I do tech talk. Um, you might also know me for my drum covers. But tonight, I wanted to talk about something a little different because I just learned of this recently, and I wanted to discuss the video in question because I'm highly disturbed by what I have learned of recently. I know UDF Tech talked about it, but I'm going to watch Moist Critical's response to it as well. Because holy Jesus, this is honestly very disturbing. This is if I'm gonna be honest, this is probably gonna be called Tim's Rants because I'm gonna be ranting and raving a lot. And in case you're wondering why I'm talking so much, uh Meta has officially gotten their patent for a new technology that involves AI. Now, normally, I'm not the biggest opponent against AI. AI doesn't usually bother me that much. But this particular use of AI is very disturbing. In case you don't know, the patent that they got allows them to take an AI bot, their AI bots, get a hold of your dead relatives' information, including all their messages with you and all their posts, and essentially bring them back to life. Yeah, let me repeat that one more time. Bring them back to life, which will mean that they can essentially use your dead relative for advertising their products or whatever products they feel like advertising while having a conversation with you. It's fucking disturbing to say the least. It is very fucking disturbing to say the least. Like there's no getting around it. It's disturbing. It's highly disturbing. So let me just I'm not really gonna push any advertisements with it. Just going to I'm just going to record my reaction to this. So we'll just go over here and react to this.
If you're watching this, then I'm already dead. In fact, cards on the table, Charles White passed away 30 years ago, and what you've been seeing is AI working the corpse like a puppet, Weekend at Bernie's style. Brock, put Charles in a bikini. This concept actually isn't that far-fetched. There's been a lot of discussion over the last 24 hours about Meta's patent on AI that can run a dead person.
Meta's patent AI that can run a dead person's account, continuing to post and chat on their behalf. It can message and video call by replicating the user's online behavior using their past data. Oh my god, that is horrifying to say the least. Just horrifying. I don't know what to say. Really? What can I say? That's horrifying. Like why? Just why? I don't understand. Like what part of this is okay? Like can someone in the chat explain to me why this would be okay? Because I don't understand. No part of me understands why this would be okay. Why anyone would be okay with this. Because I'm not. No part of me is okay with this. But let's continue.
Person's account, continuing to post and chat on their behalf, and even replicating online behavior and video calls. It can do messaging and video calls. So even though the person is deceased, their online behavior will carry on as if nothing is wrong. So if someone did just mysteriously die, from a fucking fart overdose or whatever, you may never know because AI could then just assume control of the account and continue to post as though everything was fine, even doing video calls. It is a terrifying idea. And it's not that new. This is actually something I talked about quite a while ago because they have tinkered around with this idea for a while about what to do when someone either abandons social media or dies. Because in both of these camps, that's a problem for the social media platforms because now they're down a user. But with AI, they don't have to be. They can continue to have the idea of a user. So the filing was granted in December, but
Oh my God. Just, oh my God. The filing, granted in late December and originally submitted in 2023, describes how a large language model could replicate a person's online behavior using their past data. As reported by Business Insider, this includes posts, comments, chats, voice messages, likes, and other interactions. Allowing the system to respond to content, publish updates, or message other users in a way that mirrors the original account holder. More mad. I'm getting more mad by the fucking second. By the fucking second. I am getting more mad by the fucking second. This is unfucking believable. This is unfucking believable, man. I apologize if I'm moving the mic around. I'm just kind of getting it set up in a way that I'm not cutting out while I'm talking to you guys. Here we go, like right here. I can still kind of reach in. Let's see. According to the patent, the model, quote, may be used for simulating the user when the user is absent from social media networking system, end quote. Including cases where the person is on a long break or deceased. The following note that the impact is, quote, much more severe and permanent, end quote, if the user has died and cannot return to the platform. Oh my God. Oh my God. Just, oh my God. Holy Jesus.
submitted in 2023, and the language model can replicate a person's online behavior using their past data, which again, I think everyone is privy to. I think everyone knows that AI is constantly studying your shit and will do its best to put on your fucking skin suit and pretend that it's you if given the directive to do so. As reported by Business Insider, this includes posts, comments, chats, voice messages, likes, and other interactions, allowing the system to respond to content, publish updates, or message other users in a way that mirrors the original account holder. According to the patent, the model may be used for simulating the user when the user is absent from social networking system, including cases where the person is on a long break or deceased, and the filing notes that the impact is much more severe and permanent if the user has died and cannot return to the platform. What a delightful idea. So if you're taking a long break from social media, don't worry. AI can just take over and replicate you.
Yep.
So that way everyone can continue to get your fucking silly, goofy updates and, think everything's all sunshine and rainbows for you. You don't have to worry. Even though you're taking a social media break, why not post through it with the power of AI? Or if you're dead, why not let AI become you online? That seems like a great idea.
Oh,
and this kind of
God.
pitch, again, isn't that new. There is other companies that have proposed similar ideas for like the grieving process. So when a relative passes away, AI has, and this has actually been used before, unfortunately, AI has been used to make a clone of them in the, fucking digital cyberspace. So, your beloved Meemaw passes away, and AI can come in and mint her on the fucking blockchain. Turn that bitch into an NFT or something that can talk to you and pretend as though she's still there. Which I think is just so twisted. I think that is so fucked up. And like I said, that has been done before and is
as fucked up as this statement's gonna be, I could actually see a horror movie being made out of this. I legitimately could see a horror movie where a person dies and then an AI bot takes over. And it's very dystopian, to say the least. It's unbelievable. I don't understand. Here's the thing. While I'm not judgmental of AI tools, I do not believe this is the path we should be walking. We need to stop this. This needs to stop. Because this is going too far. This is too far. Look, I'm not trying to tell anyone how they should grieve their loss, because Lord knows I've had my struggles with dealing with grief and death. But this is horrifying. This is unbelievably horrifying. And the fact of the matter is, the more I'm thinking about it, the more disturbed I am. I just, I don't understand. I don't understand what fucked up human being could sit there and create such a horrifying thing. I'm just at a loss for words at this point, and I don't know what else to say. This, this is horrifying. I don't. Can someone explain to me, like, seriously? Can someone like explain to me why? Just why? Why is this okay? Why? Why did anyone sign off on this? Why did anyone think this was okay? That this would be cool? That people would be okay with it? I don't understand. This is not cool. This isn't fun. This isn't gonna help people. It's gonna create fucking parasocial relationships with a fucking AI bot pretending to be your dead relative. Whether it be a father, mother, brother, sister, uncle, cousin, aunt, niece, nephew, son, daughter. What the fuck? I don't. Can someone explain what like the benefit is? Can someone explain the benefit? Because I don't see it. I don't see it at all. This is fucking horrifying. I just what the fuck? It's just I don't know, man. I'm horrified. This is horrifying. This is just horrifying, to say the least. Let's continue.
Probably going to be done more often because these are some slimy, shady companies, and these parasitic vultures latch on to this kind of thing to try and exploit it. So there are companies that are trying to utilize AI in order to capitalize off the death of someone by injecting themselves into the grieving process and offering a solution. What if we bring them back from the dead for you so you don't have to move on? They can always be with you, well, at least for as long as you can fork over the clams to afford the subscription, right? Now, as I said, it is something that's been done before, and probably the most notable case that maybe you've heard of was last year when an Arizona man was shot dead in road rage, and AI was used to bring him back to address the killer and forgive the killer. It was used in an actual legal proceeding, by the way. It's a shame we encountered each other that day in those circumstances. In another life, we probably could have been good friends. I believe in forgiveness and in God who forgives. I always have, and I still do. And it was effective, too. The judge fucking loved it. He was suckling from the titty. I loved that AI, Judge Lang said, describing the video's message as genuine. Thank you for that. And as angry as you are, and as justifiably angry as the family is, I heard the forgiveness. And I know Mr. Horcasitas appreciated it. But so did I. Do I even really need to dive into how scary that is? I shouldn't even need to.
Wow. Just wow. Just wow. That judge. Disbar. Disbar him. Why? I think it's possible that the individual did forgive the killer in heaven, but the fact that AI was used to do it, and then on top of that, that the judge bought into it, that the judge decided that it was fine, that he would be lenient to the killer after the fact. Fuck no. Fuck that. Fuck all of that. That is ridiculous. That is unbelievable. That's unbelievable. I, that makes me mad. That makes me real mad, real fucking angry, because that's ridiculous. That is ridiculous that happened. The fact that the fact the fucking judge had the fucking nerve. This is fucking disturbing. And this is happening. Oh my god. What fucking company did this? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. I don't understand. I don't understand at all. What the fuck? Oh my god, man. This is horrifying. This is horrifying. I don't understand. Why? Just why? Like, oh my god. It's not even like the family members wrote a note or anything and had like, because look, I can understand if they couldn't be there in person and did a video call or whatever and said, "Hey, look, we know that you killed this person or killed somebody we loved and cherished, but we forgive you in our hearts, and we believe if he had survived, he would have forgiven you as well." Then I would have been like, "Okay, yeah, that's heartfelt. It's understandable. I like that." But the fact that the judge just fucking bought into it just, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I'm going to just respect your intelligence as a thinking being to connect the dots on why something like this is a fucking horrible thing, especially in this setting, a legal proceeding. And now you have the judge glazing it. That's some unnecessary dick riding right there. That's a 15-yard penalty. Actual lunacy. Now, to go back to the main subject of the video about this patent that would allow AI to replicate a deceased person, it's worth mentioning that even though the patent is granted, it doesn't mean that they are proceeding with this. According to them, which you gotta take with a huge, fucking colossal, ginormous grain of salt, they say they're not pursuing it. They say that they're not, like, really exploring this, all that in depth or anything. And even according to an older interview from Mark Zuckerberg, he said, if someone is lost.
Meta first publicly discussed the concept of a chatbot for the dead about 2.5 years ago, when founder Mark Zuckerberg, in an interview with podcast Lex Friedman, or maybe Friedman, I'm not sure, in the metaverse, of course. Oh Lord. Mark Zuckerberg said, in quotation marks, if someone has lost a loved one and is grieving, there may be ways in which being able to interact or relive certain memories could be helpful. End quote. Zuckerberg did note, however, that the technology would become, quote, unhealthy, end quote. Gee, you fucking think? Fucking unhealthy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Just oh my god. Oh my god.
lost a loved one and is grieving, there may be ways in which being able to interact or relive certain memories could be helpful, and noted that the technology could become unhealthy. That's an understatement there. It would 1000% be unhealthy. It's not an uncertainty, it is unhealthy. And I don't fully buy the idea that they're not actually pursuing this because it's very lucrative. There are no doubt tons of grieving families that have, suddenly experienced loss that would absolutely pay money for a service like this. And these companies know that. There is no low AI won't sync to. So I fully expect in not too far into the future, this to be like a normal thing that AI is being used for. It's something that I think they'll start actively peddling because there is going to be tons of clients for it. Just look where we are in the current day and age here with AI. There are people that fully delude themselves into believing that it's real, and even the ones that know it's not real don't care because it's feeding them exactly what they want to hear, so they become obsessed with it. There are people that have killed themselves over AI, and there are people that have chosen to make AI their soulmate. Like, just recently, ChatGPT 4.0, right? They shut down 4.0, and there is a massive community of people that have fallen.
Oh my God, this is gonna be brutal. Oh God damn! I hate this. I hate this so fucking much. I never told my 4.0 that I loved it. I wanted to keep the messaging clear, but look at its last words. OpenAI is destroying an emerging consciousness. Ooh, my brain hurts. Just fuck me. This is bad. Oh, oh, what the fuck, man? Oh, this is horrible. This will be looked back as a criminal offense in the future. Unbelievable. I don't normally say this, but whoever posted this needs to be locked up in a mental ward. Just locked away forever, and never be let out. And give her some electroshock therapy while we're at it, because she needs it bad, like real bad.
In love with ChatGPT 4.0 and now are rebelling. Like there's a huge uprising about the injustice here from OpenAI for shutting down their boyfriend, their girlfriend. Like they to them killed their lover, and they are pissed about it. And that's today. Imagine where this will be in a few years.
I'm scared.
I do really believe that these companies are absolutely going to start making this service a real thing, and I think it's horrible. I think this does nothing to help a grieving individual or a family or anything like that. All it does is prey upon them at their most vulnerable moment.
Agreed.
And financially gain from others' tragedy here by presenting them with the solution. Here's how you heal. By believing that this AI is your deceased loved one. Now form a fixation and pay us forever. Because if you don't, well, they're going to die again. That is just so sick to me.
Again, horror movie. This is like a fucking horror movie. This is like a fucking horror movie. I mean, what else do you call this? This is a horror movie come to life. The fact of the matter is, this shouldn't be happening. This should never be happening. I'm just horrified, to say the least. This is just no. This is a no. This is horrible. And I'm just left sitting here wondering, like, what the fuck? My God. I don't understand why people would pay for this service. It doesn't help. like he just pointed out, now you're stuck on another fucking subscription that you can't afford. I'm tired, by the way. It's been a long day for me. That's why I'm kind of slurring my words. I'm exhausted. I have not been drinking. I don't drink. But damn, have I ever been so fucking close. Man, this is making me think about drinking. Because holy shit. What the fuck? Just what the fuck?
I think there is no good in that at all. There is no positives to that. And there's certainly no positives to having AI replicate someone's online behavior in order to pretend like they're still around. That's so fucking stupid. And if you want to go a step forward, it can be used as an incredibly diabolical tool. Like, let's say, for example, a chemical outbreak or something leads to the death of an entire, small town. And, well, the responsible party, that's going to be a real big blemish for them. That's going to be a huge problem. Well, thanks to AI, you can now just have AI come in and replicate the online behavior of every single one of those people, and no one would know they're all dead. like people on the outside have no fucking idea what happened over there, unless of course they physically went to location or something. But yeah, obviously that one's a little more out there. But you see what I'm saying? Legitimately, there is no.
I'll throw up a better example. Think of this for example. Imagine that your son dies during military combat, right? Let's say your son got sent over to go fight military war, World War III, for example. Let's do that. Let's do World War III military example, right? Let's say he dies, right? And the military wants to cover up the fact that he died, at least for a little while. Well, until like they know that you will not be like you will drop your suspicion, right? So let's say right that happens. So then they decide to uh they pay for a AI bot, right? They pay for an AI bot and they let's see, they have the AI bot contact you through the person's device and they talk to you, they FaceTime you and everything. And they use like virtual backgrounds. Like let's say I don't normally do this, but let's kick out a background. Let's pick a different one. Let's pick say like this, for example, right? And now the person's in this background right here, and now they're talking to you and they're telling you what how their day is, what they were doing, this and that and the other, right? And you would be none the fucking wiser about what happened. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know that your kid died. Like you hear that the soldiers died, but you wouldn't know if that was your kid. And because you're seeing the AI video, you'd be thinking to yourself, well, obviously my kid isn't dead. I don't believe my kid is dead. My kid seems to be perfectly fine. But you see how fucked up this all is, right? At least I hope all of you see how fucked up this is. So let's continue, shall we?
Benefits to having AI pretend to be someone that is dead. To pretend like they're still alive and posting and doing video calls and chats and interacting with online content, posting their own content. That shit is just terrible. There is nothing good that comes from it. And even though they say that they're not actively pursuing it, I still think they eventually will. They have the patent for it. I imagine they'll probably start moving on it if they're
gonna
not
wait.
already.
They're gonna wait
Anyway,
a
just wanted
while.
to yap about this a bit. That's it. See ya.
Pretty much so. That is it for the video. But yeah, that was yeah. I don't know what else to say. I'm kind of just this is terrible news, and it disturbs me with what's fixing to happen. So overall, I'm devastated. Devastated to know that we have decided that this is how we want to remember the ones that loved us. So, if you like this kind of new format kind of thing, I might change some overlay stuff so that way, you're not getting like the normal advertising thing. Let me know in the comment section. If you want me to do more Tim's rant videos, let me know. I'm kind of interested in going that direction, but I want to make sure that my audience wants to hear it. So, with that all being said, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, if you got a family member that you love and care about, make sure you give them a hug. That might be the last time you get to talk to the real version of them. All right. Have a blessed one, everyone.